We are not naive like the left is to open the door for everyone. So we are the center-right and we are the balanced approach to welcome those who really need our help, but to fight against illegal migration.
I just want to read you one thing that one of your colleagues here wrote about your asylum plan. She said it's an unsavory EPP chunk of red meat to far-right voters that will only make the far-right bigger. And if we look at the polls, for example, Europe Elect's polls from March, the projections are quite strong for Identity and Democracy, plus 9 points. That includes the German AfD, of course. So does she have a point on that?
I tell you, if we don't solve the problem, then people will vote for extremists. And if the Greens are refusing to take over responsibility in this European Parliament, to vote in favor of a compromise where 25 countries, all democratic parties in the center are in favor, that is a pact which is on the table. If Greens refuse to agree on such a broad consensus in Europe, then they support the right extremism in Europe. That's why we are responsible and we try to find solutions.
Manfred Weber, so the Europe Elect's polls that I mentioned have a particularly big projected rise for the European Conservatives and Reformists, or ECR, according to those polls, plus 19 points. So this has fueled speculation that you might do some kind of tie-up with the ECR. Is that something you're considering actively?
You will not be surprised that in the beginning of an election campaign, we as politicians are arguing for ourselves. So we have the EPP. I am representing the biggest party of Europe. And I'm quite comfortable in my starting point for the campaign because we won nearly all national elections in the last years. I took over as president of the EPP with only 7 prime ministers. Today we have 13 prime ministers in our ranks. Socialists only have 4, liberals under the lead of Macron have 5, EPP has 13 in this moment of time. The latest success was Donald Tusk in Poland. He was beating my predecessor as EPP president, is now prime minister of Poland, beating PiS.